Today's Tale sees us playing BattleTech once again, and we're up against Sable Phoenix. Don't think I've seen him in the queue recently, which either means he's new or he just plays in a different time zone, because I am pretty restricted on my time zone. So, cool, we've got a new opponent here who we haven't seen before, which is excellent, excellent stuff. But today we have a Commando, a Panther, a Vindicator, and a Centurion. So we're in the 15 mil bracket here, so we are a little restricted on costs. It is super hard to see anything. We will probably sprint Blockade right up the middle here. We do have Showboat to do a bit of sensor locking here. I've taken fairly mobile pilots as best as I could. I'm not sure what to expect in this bracket. I'm hoping it's not a Kintaro and then some bunch of weird stuff. I could have probably taken some Locusts and upgraded some of my other mechs here. But we'll have a look at what happens. I think we'll take just the one side here. In my last game, I split it up quite a bit, and I think it cost me a little bit more damage than I really wanted here. A little more damage than I really wanted to. It's always cool getting new opponents, because you're never sure what you're going to get out of them. Whether you're going to get something that's meta or something that's fun. With their meta pilots, then I'm expecting a Kintaro, some fire starters, and some other god-awful stuff. If they're fun, then I'm expecting some sort of weird-ass fit that we'll have a bit of a good game against. So what am I kind of trying to do with my fit here? I have no idea. I went, cool, there's another game in the queue, I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to throw together some mechs. I kind of wanted a Commando. I love Commandos. They crack me up. They're fast. They have SRMs on them, and they get to do a bit of fun stuff. We'll probably sprint forward here. Maybe if we need to, we can get on out. We'll see if we pick anything up here. Doesn't look good. Alright. Which might mean he's not coming up the middle. We'll probably, can we jump you a little bit further than this? We'll jump you over here. So we've got a couple of PPCs, maybe for some long range action. We've got the Centurion to maybe anchor the line. He doesn't have a huge amount of armor though, so he will have to do what he can. We've got the Commando just be a nuisance and run around. It is actually Blockade in the Commando. I didn't take a sensor locking mech. I actually took a slightly different approach here, and I went with something that can just run and gun. So Blockade's idea is he's going to just run, be a nuisance, hopefully maybe absorb some fire. There's not a lot of armor on him, so he doesn't want to actually get hit. He just wants to just get shot at. Which, I don't know how keen he is on that to get shot at, but that's the idea behind him. He's like, yep, cool, I'll be the target here. Hopefully he'll absorb maybe a sensor lock and he can just bugger off. That is the other option as well. Our opponent has picked the nighttime map here, which, I mean, it looks cool with the mechs having their lights on and all, but it is impossible to see the terrain, pretty much. I mean, I don't know what this looks like to you guys on the video, but it looks pretty dark in there for me. Can barely see any hills. We have killed a few civilians here already. We've started apparently a forest fire, which is a little upsetting for everyone, I guess. We're going to sprint for this crystal field here. Hopefully it's enough for the evasion to kick in and everything else. It looks like our opponent's not pushing this flank, if we haven't spotted him by now. So he might be going for the hill. So we might start jumping sideways to get ourselves a little bit sorted out here. Although, I suppose he could be going for this hill over here. So maybe we'll just chill. We'll see what is going on just yet. We'll probably get the other light towards the front. In this gameplay, we have to be aware that there's going to be more lights than normal. It's a shame you can't jump. I wish in the movement phase you could jump and brace. Like, I think that's a move, right? That's a move right there. It's not a sprint move, it's just a standard move action, and you should be able to brace on it. Because I think, I just really wish I could brace instead of having to move up like that. We'll probably move Paradise up into these trees just up here. We'll see what we get. So we have to expect more lights and a few more mediums. We'll probably move up into... we'll just get the Centurion up just a little, but not too far. We don't want him lagging too far behind, because he does obviously have the slowest movement out of most of our stuff here. The Vindy can kind of jump around and is pretty mobile. If he hits us, I forget. I should write these things down. If he hits us, I think it's our move first. Whereas if I hit him, it's his move first. So I'd like to get... And what I mean by that is if you get a sensor lock on someone, whoever's movement phase it is, it's the next person's movement phase. So I'm pretty sure if I hit him, it counts as my move, which then pushes him to be first. So what I really want is I would like to get my sensor lock on him first, because I want him to be starting his turn first. Maybe I could have brought Arclight on someone.
What do you need?
Buddy, I don't want to push you too far forward, right? Let's try for... This is a little scary. Let's try for the edge of this crystal, the mineral field.
Heading out.
Alright, I think he's gone the other way then.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So, let's start getting our mechs the other way. Panther down there. Get the Vindy off this cliff. And start heading towards this direction over here. The Centurion can just re-angle himself and be fine with that. He'll brace up as well, which is nice, at least. So yeah, if you've pushed this far forward and you've found nothing, it generally means that they've gone the other way. Because by now, if he was wanting this hill, he would be in range. If he wanted this forest, he'd be in range, which means he's probably gone over here. I'm praying he hasn't gone up this hill, because I don't really want to fight up the hill with this kind of build. I've got 2 jump mechs. None of them are exactly close combat beasts. I mean, if it was 2 fire starters, maybe. But a Panther has, what, an SRM for close range? His PPC is not that great. And he really doesn't want to be jumping and firing, because it'll run him super hot. The Vindy, it's got a medium laser, and I'm pretty sure some LRMs, and a PPC, so even worse off at close range. Well, medium laser, I guess. It's kind of... It's not even the equivalent of SRM4, but we'll have to call it that. Do you have a small laser as well? I think you might have a small laser somewhere. Is that the small laser glued to the side of your head? Would not surprise me. It is a nice... It looks like a very smooth mech, right? I mean, he's got the whole circular thing going on the top and the front. Which means, you know, a little bit less wind resistance as you jump. You know, give you that extra bit of movement speed. No, it doesn't quite work like that. So I guess we push for... What do we push for? That's a really, really sketchy move right there. I think we come back around this side. We get a crystal field over here and a crystal field over here if we need it. On blockade. So we'll crush down another set of buildings. Some more civilians are cursing their lot there. We'll take the mineral field right here with the Panther. So the 2 lights towards the front, just running a screen here for us, while everybody else kind of brings up the rear. We're going to shift sideways with this now that we've lost our flank here. I don't really want to be super exposed here. We might just jump and twist. And we'll get you... I don't really like this road either. I prefer to take this hill path here, but then we're kind of splitting away from everybody. I think we'll take the hill path. Just because I don't want the Centurion towards the front, and the only choices he has is either this crystal field or death, really, out there. There's another crystal field over here. I gotta call them mineral fields. I mean, they look like crystals, right? I mean, look at this. It's just a bunch of weird spikes coming out of the ground. That's definitely crystals.
Hey, Commander, I got something on my sensor
Alright, so it looks like a Vindy up on that side. Another Vindy. Ooh. Alright, 2 Vindies. What do we want to do here? We probably want to sense lob some LRM-10s in. Let's see what he's got. He's got arc light on a light. That's pretty smart because now it's our turn, right? What we'll do is we'll reserve down to everybody though, and then we'll probably start shifting the Vindy first. That's fine by me.
What's the plan?
We will probably jump here and brace. We will jump out of range, so he doesn't know what we've done just yet. So we get Paradise around, can brace up, and then we will probably reserve so that it's his turn first. Because he's probably going to reserve here, I would guess. Most people like to see if you'll do your turns first. They like to test you a little on the first bunch of reserves here. This is fine. This is how he's going to go. By this point, you should realize that it's not going to work for you and do a move. But it's up to people, right? They think that, you know, forcing you down to phase 1 makes sense. I mean, I used to think that too. I used to think that you should just always go all the way down to phase 1 at this point. But it doesn't matter. You just move something and you are done fairly much. Here we go. Cool. This guy is onto it. He jumped his first one back. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. We probably won't push the Centurion. If I can make that crystal field with the Centurion, I'll be kind of happy.
What's up, Commander?
It doesn't look great, does it? Alright, so we'll probably push out with...
What can I do for you?
I think we might run blockade here. It's a little scary though. He's the lightest of the lights
Yeah? What can I do you for?
that I have. We could readjust with you, sir. There's a lot of PPCs though. I'd really like that mineral field. If he jumped into here, we might get seen. I could just sit here. That's also an option. We could pull blockade back around with a full sprint move into these trees and see if he wants to move something at the front. Maybe. We'll see what happens here. I'd say he wants to fire PPCs in. I don't want to have direct fire. I think we're going to kind of maneuver around a little here. I don't know what else he has. Obviously, these are his 2 mediums, so... Alright, we're going to go back into movement phase here. Has he gone up that hill? I think he's gone up the hill. Let's push the scent forward first.
Be there in a jiff.
Take the mineral field. If we pop him again, then that's all good. A panther. Alright, so he's going to want to fire from up high here, I feel. It's all PPCs by the look of it.
Reporting.
So we'll jump Paradise forward. Probably Showboat, actually. Showboat's my only sensor locker here, so we're going to have to be careful. We're going to have to be super careful here. I might have a hard time with the Commando here. If it's, what would he have? 2 Panthers and 2 Vindies? It is 2 Panthers. Oh, okay.
Good to go.
Showboat, do me a favor. Just, jump up and down on these minerals here.
Affirmative.
Just feel a bit better about yourself. Paradise, you just get forward a little
Be there in a jiff.
onto those minerals. So I suppose I could... What is he going to have? He's going to have 2 LRM-5s. I've got an LRM-5 and an LRM-10. So I could do a bit of visioning here and firing LRMs. He might try and get up on these hills though and just shoot us from downtown. Either He is going up that hill. I suppose that's cool. Alright, he's gonna lock the Centurion here. He jumped back and locked, I think. I guess we move something and then reserve. Actually, you know what? We'll reserve here and we'll try and get... If he wants to just sensor lock, I might just move and brace while I move everybody around. So he's got a choice of firing, probably. Well, the sensor lock was a bit of a waste then. Bit of a waste indeed. Let's have a look. Let's go Panther across the side onto a mineral field. We've got to be careful though. He's probably got 2 Vindies just sitting here now. So I guess we try and do our best with what we have. Commando, I guess we could move up.
What do you need?
Sprint into this mineral field.
Got it.
See how we go here. Hopefully we don't lock anything. And then I guess we move
I hear ya.
you forward. Alright, we'll have to take a sprint for this mineral field.
Moving out.
So if we can get a lock, we can fire 15 LRMs into his 10. Paradise, you can just brace. Oh, I did not want... Actually, I wanted Sumo to brace here. That's a little unfortunate, but I suppose the 2 mediums are braced and the 2 lights are good to go. Fairly much. This turn round, we won't bother pushing into him just yet. We'll kind of group back up and we'll see how we do. Luckily up here, there's not a lot of cover. I suppose it's 3 PPCs, 150 damage, versus if I can get a lock, I can do 10 LRMs, a PPC, and an LRM. He just needs to keep jumping stuff in and out though, I suppose, on whatever I sensor lock. So we have to be careful with what we choose to lock and fire on. Because you can just play the vision game, right? So he's... So Arclight we know can lock stuff. We don't know how many other sensor lockers he's got. I'd say one of the other Panthers is probably a sensor locker. So you can use them dual locking. So one gets locked, you move the other. I would probably take Mockingbird on another, so that you can maybe stand and tank and just eat a round of fire, right? But we don't know. We don't know. It's all a bit mysterious at the start of the game while you try and work out what's going on. Unfortunately, with him up here, it's not the greatest of terrain for our commando. So our commando is going to be a little useless here. Poor old commando. He wanted to be the little commando that could. You know, look, he's ready. He's like, I'm ready, sir. I wanted to join this this fine lance and do some damage. But it is not looking hopeful for you, my friend.
What can I do
Not looking hopeful at all. Do we take a full jump this turn? Maybe. He's probably going to be lined up across this ridge. And there he is.
Bad guy.
There he is. So all he wants to do is just lob shots from there, right? Do I want to really push into that? I don't think so. We could push our commando this way. There's actually a ridge that you can go up on. We'll move Paradise probably forward a little here. And just hop into this little mineral field. Should we can keep him locked from here, I guess. That forward one is just in vision. It is our medium though. I don't really want to give up last turn move on this thing. Let's just jump here. You sir. I could move you around this way. He'll probably just lock you up and fire though. Let's see how this goes. Can I get this forest right here? I can. And still be out of vision. Alright. I'm okay with that.
Copy that.
So we have to choose something. We'll have to keep an eye on what probably sensor locks here.
Yeah? What can I do you for?
You sir just need to sit tight. I don't want to move you.
Problem.
So he'll reserve. I'm just going to jump back, I think. We're going to forget about pushing into this.
I hear ya.
I don't really need to do this. Should be able to take right here. You know what? We could probably move here, sensor lock and fire if he doesn't move anything. So we might move. We might do a full sprint with you, sir. Go this way. It's probably okay. I do know there's a cliff over here. It's really hard to see in the dark, though. Really hard to see in the dark.
Moving fast.
Would have liked to have correctly faced this mech, because that's a bunch of back shots right there. But we'll see how we go. Oh, we're going to reserve down. Here we go.
Got it.
So if he sensor locks this, we just move it and brace. Alright, he hasn't quite worked out the function here.
Man understands
That's
the need
fine.
for patience.
'Tis fine, sir. 'Tis fine. I have moved my mech. It is your turn. It is your turn. Pretty sure he's got no vision from here, so choices are limited. He'll have to sensor lock with something, probably fire in. What do I want to kill here? Maybe his sensor locking mech, if we can work out which one it is in this mess. Alright. He has gone sideways. He can probably see this now. Alright. That's the mech he wants. That's the mech he wants.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So, you jumped. So, we'll see how well you can hit me in a mineral field. I think there's trees right there. Is that the best mineral field I can get? I can get that one too. Excellent. Excellent work, Showboat. I wonder if this is Showboat as well. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Is that not in range? Alright, we'll just brace them. That's not in range. Which means he gets a turn of firing LRMs, but so be it. It is into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He might have double sensor lock. Should be okay on this mineral field. It's +4 to hit. Plus it's indirect. Plus it's braced. I mean, there's a lot of tank on that. A lot of tank indeed. I wonder if he can quite see this. Alright, so it's dual sensor lock. That is fine.
Something I can do.
Do I sprint you forward or do I move you forward? I gotta be careful of a bunch of crazy ass PPCs though. Let's just move you forward. Brace.
Computer is done.
Probably maybe head for these trees on here. Although I quite like the mineral fields, but I'd rather have the better hit chances. So we've got 3 evasion. We'll see how we do with this. See how we go. I know there's a bunch of trees there, so we'll have to eat our way through a lot of armor, I think. Plus he's jumping, which is always nice for his mechs, right? I'm pretty sure these are only LRM5s, so we can eat a fair bit of this. Unfortunately, I think he can fire for basically unlimited turns. So So we will have to just bear with it for a little while we try and get this hill face here. You've got to be careful with the commando. If he gets isolated, he'll obviously get absolutely smushed. I think you can get up. It's here, right here where you can get up. Obviously he has no backup though if he does get up there. So we'll just get him in a place where he can kind of do it. And then maybe we'll just think about it. It would be... Should check out how much ammo one of these has, actually. He definitely wants to get his PPCs in there. Because LRM 5s, what do you do, like 20 damage? It's not massive. It is not massive, indeed. He is jumping his mechs every turn. Just to ensure they have max evasion here. He's probably just going to reserve again, which is fine. Yeah, we're braced. We're fine.
I'll wait here for now.
We should be okay here, unless he can see this. He might see this. 1 sensor lock should be fine. 2 sensor locks will probably be fine as well. Alright. I don't want to risk this though, so we will just do a full sprint this way. Pretty sure he can't see that mech, so we're okay there. Unfortunately, if he decides to come down, we are pretty much a million miles away now. He'll probably reserve in the hope that I do all my turns. It's not happening, my friend. It's not happening. Not happening at all. It literally works the same at turn 3 as it does at turn 1.
No problem.
Oh, I can't even bother telling him. Can't even be bothered telling him. He's kind of probably sensor lock this. We'll just jump it out. Then he'll sensor lock something else. We'll just move that out. We're just going to have to play for a massive long game here, I think. A very long game. What's he going for? He's going for that. I think there might be direct PPC fire right there.
Yeah? What can I do you for?
Can't quite sprint you far enough, can I? Let's have a look here. Yeah. It's the 2 Vindies. Could get you out of range, buddy. I wonder if that's a back shot though. He could push his Panther forward. I doubt he'll push his Panther forward though.
Hey, let's see what this baby can do.
Alright, we should be okay there, I think. Unless he jumps down here. At which point we might be in a little bit of trouble. But we'll see in a second. We will see in a second. Alright, he's going to sense lock the next one.
How might I help?
That's fine, buddy. No firing for you today. You should be okay there.
Firing jump jet.
I don't know. I'm actually thinking of just bringing blockade back and not pushing this hill so much. Alright, he's twisting sideways a little here. I don't really have the best of sensor locking mechs for this. I think we might just reset here and pull our commando back. Probably just brace there. That's fine. He has no vision, so we're okay. And then he just has to make his choice of whether he wants to push off this hill or not. I doubt he'll push off this hill. There's no point. We know he's split his mechs here, so he's got some covering each side. We gotta be careful now with
What do you need?
blockade. He'll probably just come this way, buddy. Come back to us, sir. That's a valley right there. Okay, that's cool. We'll definitely take that then. Maybe we shift sides here. I don't really want to push this ridge.
You have orders?
Yep. Take two, probably around. I need to be careful of direct fire. I have to really be careful of direct fire.
Yeah,
So we'll pull you back around.
no problem.
We'll jump you over here. And we should be okay now. Alright, there's our turn. I'd say it's going to be a long game, I reckon. I reckon we're going to need to reposition everything. Maybe wait for someone to grow a little bored. I don't know if... he definitely knows what he's doing. With his sensor locks and stuff there, so... Probably just going to ease our way in. I think, what did we take? Like a solid 4 damage on this mech, so it's not too bad. We're not in an recoverable position. Where we're sort of half chewed. I could consider pushing him a little bit. Vindies though, PPCs, if he gets direct vision on something, suddenly 3 PPCs would be doing 150 damage, plus LRM5s, plus a medium laser. What's that? 2 medium lasers, another 50. So it's 200. 240, I guess. There could be a lot of damage going on. We'll keep moving you around this way.
Got it.
Because I need you to group back up, especially if we're going to man fight. I doubt he's going to man fight. He just wants to keep doing the vision game. I mean, this is a really good lance, right? It's really hard to keep people interested in this, though. I find a lot of opponents will kind of just give up as soon as they see this kind of gameplay. I mean, it makes me want to give up, right? Because you know that you're not going to grab a hold of anything for a long time. You have to keep positioning here. We keep having to push the reserve button. If he just went now, it would be cool. It looks like we're going to go back into movement phase again. Alright. Let's start moving you, sir. Keep sprinting.
Confirmed.
You, sir. Let's go back to these trees.
Heading out.
You, sir. Just jump this way. Remain in the mineral field as best you can. You know, I want this bit here because I don't want direct fire.
What's the plan?
You, sir, need to jump backwards because if I expose myself too much here, it will be all over. Not bad. So we'll get Commando back around to us. And then we'll probably push this side a bit. And maybe he'll come off his hill. Maybe he won't. There's not a lot of cover over here. There's maybe some rubble here, but there's kind of some trees over here. I'd really like to maybe fight around this hill in the center, but I have a feeling we are not going to get any of that action.
How might I help?
I have a feeling this is going to be one of those games where I
Firing jump jet.
end up
Good to go.
leaving because we're not doing anything. Let's get you out.
Yeah.
Let's get you down into probably these trees
What's up,
and get
Commander?
you around on the side. I'd say he's just bracing up on that ridge. We'll tell in a sec. It takes probably what? 20 seconds to hit brace on everything. So we'll see. If he has a minute 40 turn, he's probably just mashing the brace button. If not, we will see how things go. I'm happy just to run around on the ground floor for a while. while he has a think about what he wants to do. I'd probably move my mechs. If I was him and I saw this kind of gameplay, I'd probably split my two mechs apart and try and maybe get some out of position mechs. You know, some side fire. I wouldn't probably hold that hill. I would probably, I would split up. It's a risky move to split up. Whereas if you sit on the hill, you're kind of okay. He's taking a minute here, so he's probably not just bracing then. He's probably moving. But I would definitely split up. You might catch a mech that's sitting like this. And you might catch it where you're over here, and you can just fire some PPCs in. Because you want to kind of get some direct fire. You can't just rely on your LM5s, because you can do that for a while. But it's going to take you a very long time doing that. We'll jump forward here. See if we don't spot something. It doesn't look like he's shifted too far out. We'll probably... I think we'll take the back with the commando. Just to keep him safe. Full sprint this way would be great. And then you can probably jump this way. Just to keep you behind a hill here. Should be okay. Screen off everything with the Panther. Keep him having to think about what he wants to do here. I'd say he's got Paradise and probably one of those Vindies. Although, if you were going all in on the range, you probably don't bring Paradise because he's not the greatest. You maybe bring... You could actually bring 3 sensor lockers if you brought Kraken as well, because he's got pretty good direct fire. And that's what you're maybe looking for with one of your Vindies. He's not the best at movement or heat, but he can do a little bit of work here and there. Alright, so it's about 40 seconds a turn, 30 seconds a turn, so he's maybe moving sideways. Panther first.
Waiting for orders.
Always the Panther first, just to ensure that we are, we've got our Panther towards the front to maybe be in the correct movement phase.
Yeah, what can I do you for?
We'll get you across this way.
Piece of cake.
Commando, bringing up the rear here. Sir, you are bringing up the rear. You go that way, and then I guess we have a look over here with the... How far can you jump, my friend? I don't know about the jump move this turn. Maybe we'll save some heat. A sprint would be great, though. I could put you on this rubble right here, I guess. If you take direct fire, it's going to be really awkward, though. Is there somewhere better? This hill right here is okay, I guess. Can we jump to that? We can. Alright, that's not too bad. Probably jump there. Bit more heat for the Vindy. But it'll have to do. It will have to do. Thing is, that hill is pretty hard to push. Like, real hard to push. There's only one path up. I did say that I didn't really want someone up that hill. Because I can't assault it with the two of my mechs that I have that can really jump up there. Because they are the least capable of close combat, really. And as soon as they get up there, they'll be taking, you know, death from above, punches, shots. They'll be by themselves. The Centurion will just be dawdling up the hill. He'll be like, guys, Sumos will be like, guys, on comms, I'm coming up. Just hold the ground. And they're like, we're dying. And he's like, I'm nearly there. 20 turns later, he's like, I'm here, guys. What's going on? What is going on? Alright, there's a mineral field here that's not too bad. You're finally catching up, Blockade. That's cool. We'll get you in here for a sprint, because at least that is A-okay with your heat. And then Sumo, you can keep on dragging your bum around. Probably to here. Here, maybe if he gets over here, he can see us and fire. And he will be pretty much last in the firing line, so let's not do that. Although if they jump that close, they would be pretty close for us to have a go at. Should be okay. I guess we keep pushing this flank. I still don't know about this hill. It's really hard to see in the dark. I could maybe even just push all the way around, I guess. I don't think you can get... It's like a sheer rock face on this side that you can't get up. Which is... I don't know. I don't like the design of this map. Well, I like most of the design. I just don't like this hill. Like, this hill is the only thing I do not like on this map. Because if you get up there, there's nothing for the other team to do, right? I mean, I've seen a guy... I had a guy, and I recorded it and then I deleted it because it basically just ended up me rage quitting. But he put 2 Kintaros here, and I think he had some catapults or something. Or he had a catapult, or 2 catapults, or 2 trebuchets or something. It was horrible, right? So, the 2... Or no, maybe he had 3 Kintaros and a catapult or something. And basically, I was down here, 3 Kintaros that were all braced up, holding here, and then a catapult raining down rounds. And it was like, well, if I push into that, 3 Kintaros will just destroy me.
I hear ya.
Or I could just not. And I just not. That was my choice right there. It was just to not. Because it was not... I mean, by the time I got there, I had a Ryan, I think, and his armor was looking pretty sad. We'll hang towards the back with Sumo. Actually, you know what? Blockade. Do you want to just sprint out this away, just to make sure there's nothing weird coming in from the side? And we'll see what's happening around here. We're just doing a bit of an aid mission at the moment, you know. We're just helping out some lost travelers in the desert here, and we're just gonna meet up with their caravan. It's coming through from this side. We're gonna check them out. You know, make sure they're not running any guns. While the enemy holds the hill. We're gonna just transport them across the map. Sumo, you know what, just chill out there. You know, we'll just transport them across the map. They've got to get through this rugged bit of terrain here. You know what I mean? Somebody hasn't been cleaning the dust off the road. Funnily enough, I mean, this is the local highway, and it's only 1 lane wide. It's a bit of a disappointment. Bit of a disappointment indeed. You know, the local dust cleaner has not been through. Sand cleaner for... You know, it's got like that big, what is it, V-shaped thing on the front. It just plows on through. Just drives on through the dust there. Clearing things away. Alright.
What can I do for you?
Panther. I don't really want to get direct fire, that's for sure. We'll jump sideways.
Taking the high road.
And we'll chill here. Commando, you can just kind of sprint over here just to make sure there's nothing weird coming in on the flank. I'd say he's probably popping his mechs forward and back just to make sure that I don't do anything weird. We can probably move you up now, probably to behind this tree, this rock, tree, everything.
No problem.
Paradise, you can probably just sprint up. Yeah, there's nothing that can really see this far back. So we're probably okay with our 2 heavier mechs at the back here. And we'll just take up formation. The square formation. This is the box formation, you know, it's famous, right? You know, they have the arrow formation and the reverse arrow formation for the infantry, but we mechs, we take up the box formation. It's actually not bad. I mean, we've got sensor range on pretty much everything here. Pretty much everything. Alright, looks like he has come off the hill and into those trees with a panther. He's probably mightily confused about where my mechs are. He's probably like, what the hell is going on here? Maybe I should have brought a sensor locker in the commando. I don't know. At least we've got some sort of sensor locking here. There's a couple of mechs have come down. What do we got? A Vindy and a panther? Alright. So he's going to reserve. I guess we can reserve. Next turn we can't reserve. We're going to have to probably move something here. I guess we move our own panther. We gotta be careful here. I mean, if he's got a Panther up here and suddenly he sees this, it is all on, right? So we'll try and keep a bit of range back here. And we will see what happens. Game is a bit about sort of wearing down your opponent's need to jump around as well. I mean, you kind of just want to... If you want to win, which, I mean, everybody wants to win, right? Then you kind of got to do what's best for you. And what was best for him was to stay on that hill. What's best for me is not to push that hill. So he's probably going to lock our commando here, which is not great for the commando. He is all sorts out of position. We'll just run onto this crystal field probably with the commando. Although we cannot. Nor can we really jump. PPCs are not something we want to take here. If I suspect he's got PPCs, then I think we might be better off just moving back here. You could probably jump and PPCS from there, right? If he has mechs up here, we're all in trouble. Serious trouble, because then he can fire from up here. I could reset the move here. It will be his move though. And our commando is a little exposed. Hopefully this resets. I have had a couple of weird games where things have not reset on us. So let's move, let's brace. Hopefully we drop everything here. We'll brace up. Alright, cool. So now it's his move. He'll probably push forward. Maybe, if we're lucky. And we'll see how we go. Don't know if my coffee's going to last me long enough in this game. Alright, he's coming forward with the Panther. Centurion is in a bad spot. He needs to get behind here. What else? Let's have a look. The Panther needs to get forward, probably to about here. He's bringing that Vindy. Okay, so he's got his full force here. If he's jumped that forward, then we know we're not going to get sensor locked too bad. Things we want to fight. I'd like to fight the Panthers more than the Vindies. He's always going to get to push into us. Thanks to Arclight. This turn round, though, I'm pretty happy to reserve down here. I do not want to give him his whole turn without moving stuff. So we'll probably move you forward onto this rock face. And we'll just have a care for these guys coming around. He won't be able to see this just yet, so he doesn't know what we're moving. I'd love to grab a sensor lock with something and fire the Centurion in. I'd say he'll sensor lock this. Oh, here we go, we're trying this again. So where's your turn, my friend? It's always your turn. There's a reason I move a mech in the back. There is a reason indeed.
Affirmative.
I mean, luckily if I'm getting frustrated, he's probably getting frustrated too, so... there is that for us. Hopefully it'll just drive him into pushing us. And if he pushes us, we'll have a fairly happy time of this. If he gets in close. Alright, so he is coming for the commando. We'll probably eat the LRM fire here. I'm pretty sure he can't get direct fire with the PPC.
What can I do for you?
That is not a good move. Especially not with Panther back there. Alright, I guess we move you. Unfortunately, where I would like to move you is no good. I would prefer he stayed on this field. But I don't want to move to the side either. I could just stay here and see what happens. I would love some evasion though. Just don't think I can quite afford to move. Yeah, damn you. Damn you, blockade. You cannot quite move here, buddy. If only I had sensor locking on this mech, I could probably sensor lock this twice. And then fire in the LRMs. Hopefully he doesn't have direct fire here. If he does, we're going to take a whole lot of damage because we have no evasion. This thing here has probably got a fair chunk of evasion. 4 or 5, I'd say. But we will see in a second. Man, 25 rounds just to get to this moment. Alright, I don't think that's direct fire. Excellent. That is not. Alright, 2 damage on the commando. Damage is minimal, buddy. Damage is minimal.
Good to go.
Sadly, that wasn't with the Panther, though. So we're going to have to do our own turn here to get close enough. We could go like this. Lock this guy and fire on him. Let's go for that. And then we can probably direct fire with this. Which should be okay. Yeah, there's a lot of evasion on these things. How hot is he? He's not even going to be running hot. That's the only problem. This will be a really hard hit for Sumo here. No double sensor locks probably is going to be our downfall here. I really didn't want to take double sensor locks. I kind of just wanted to use... I was hoping for that the opponent might have a... Every time you make a Lance, you've got to hope for something, right? And this is not what I hoped to face. I hoped to face something that was sort of a half and half. But a full-on go here is not exactly what we want. He's probably going to sensor lock this. Try for some LRM fire on this maybe. I don't think he can... Okay, he cannot get direct fire. That's cool. Sumo, I think you're going to have to push into these trees. It's going to be awful shooting. At which point you're probably going to get shot at by a whole lot of stuff. Do we bum rush onto this? We maybe could. Our mech is a little far behind though, that's the only problem. He doesn't see this yet. As far as I can tell. The blue line should tell us where he can see. We could just tank right here. And then wait for another turn to get the Vindy forward. I think that's what we'll do. We'll just wait here just for now. Hopefully we can get our own Vindy forward. We will do... Oh. So all of his turns of firing have fairly much done what we just did right there. We did solid 12 damage. He's done about probably 12 damage as well. So we're even. We are even. At least, well, he's got an idea of where my mech is now. He can't quite see it, but he does know that it's in that general direction. We may be able to... See, I can't... If I could sensor lock with this, I could move sensor lock fire. But that's not going to happen, right? He might jump for this, I guess. Jump forward, sensor lock this. He's going to try and split us here, I guess. LRM5s onto this. How are we doing? Alright, 2 damage. How are we doing? Okay. He's going to reserve into us again. Go reserve. I will have to move this turn, which is a little awkward. I guess I can move... we can reserve and then move the Vindy forward when I get to this turn here. Oh, he's coming in. He's jumping back. Alright. Interesting that that was the move he wanted to take. We will let him do what he wants here. He might jump this sideways. If he jumps back, we know we're about to go back into fun times. So we can push you forward. We can actually jump you far forward. Could jump into this crystal field. Give him a real hard time of it. He'll probably start moving his mechs backwards. At which point we will probably just move our own back. So he sense locked this. He might jump this way and fire at it, which I'm probably okay with. Then we move our commando to fire at this. He's probably just going to move back though, I would say, and fire LRM5s. Which is not the greatest for us. If he wants to hang around here, would be okay. If he wanted to push this way... Oh, we're doing this again. Please, sir, don't reserve again. It's your turn. It is your turn! God damn it. It's always your turn if I move a mech, my friend. It's always your turn. That is the whole point in this. I mean, you can hope that your opponent decides to do a move, right? That's always the hope. He's going to go for a PPC shot probably here. Nope, he's going to double lock this guy. Okay. Could go for a move and fire. He will jump out and probably... So he's got vision on this mech, which is an issue. We could go this way and fire on the Panther, I guess.
Yeah? What can I do you for?
We can get vision on you, or we can take the mineral field and get a lock on you, I guess. And then fire in with sumo. It's not exactly what I would like. I don't want to be standing around firing sumo all day. He's not exactly a superstar of missile fire here. Could jump here. He hasn't gone with his 2 Vindies, which is our main problem. If he went with a Vindi, we could maybe go on a Vindi. But without the Vindis, he's just going to be jumping here. I guess we just take the mineral field. He's probably going to jump these guys backwards, because he's now got sense locks on these. We can just jump out though, and do what we can. I don't think he can quite get this around enough. Do you think he's just going to go back this way though? That's the only problem. So if I put you here, you go here and still sensor lock here, I guess. Is that a rock face, or is he on the rock face? Alright, let's go here. It's going to be 6 evasion on this. Down to 3. He's probably going to push these backwards, because he wants to just fire his PPCs. At which point, I think we start retreating, right? Because we don't want to get pincered here all that much on a crystal field and shot to death by PPCs, especially around this thing. This thing's not big enough to cover us all that well. He'll probably just go this way with one Panther, go this way with another. I think he can direct fire from there. Or he could probably direct fire from over here. Yeah, you can probably direct fire from there. Hopefully he just misses with the PPC, really. We gotta... Hoping on RNG is not the greatest, but that is what it is. Alright, so he's shifting sideways, so we're gonna forget about that. We're just gonna keep going around this hill like a ring of rosies. Because we don't really care about that.
Is that all you've got?
Alright, blockade, you're up next. I think you just go for a full sprint here and you just lose all of their vision. Or we could even go back this way. What do we got? We should lose vision back there, I think. We shouldn't be in any sensor locks. Or we could go just balls deep. I don't know how well that does us though, because we'll probably just get PPC'd. Probably just get PPC'd. I think we just sprint back this way. Put you behind this hill. You should be out of range here. And then we can sprint you back in, if need be. If need be, man, this is going to be a grueling match. He'll probably want to sense lock something in here then. LRM's onto this at least, I guess. At least we're spreading the LRMs out. It's the PPCs that he really wants to use on us, right? Alright, he might be able to PPC from there, actually. Here we go. And it's a miss. Swing and a miss, sir. Swing and a miss. Alright, I'm okay with that.
What's up, Commander?
Sumo, do I really want to get you in? I don't know if I really want to put you in here. I can direct fire from here. What do we got? Actually, 30 to hit you versus indirect in a tree. Gives us 25. Wow, buddy. You might as well just fire from here, right? You can't quite see this yet, so we're okay, I guess. We might do a little bit of damage here. It's not going to be humongous. I would really like to move forward, but if I push out, I have a feeling we're not going to do so well at all. Alright, we're just bleeding damage here and there. His 2 sense locking mechs, that's fine. We'll probably just move blockade here and see what he wants to sensor lock. Probably will just wants to sensor lock either of these two, right? Or you could go for a sensor lock and a shot, I guess. It is a lot of handy dandy work though. Alright, so he's moved that to the back. Sensor lock something in here. Nope, not even going to sensor lock. Okay.
What do you need?
Let's just move you into the forest here, I guess. Actually, we've got to be careful with this. Don't really want direct fire going on anywhere at all. He could move you here, at which point he has to make the decision of using this panther. Can we get rid of that noise? Or we could just bulwark you up. He has no vision, right? He has no vision back here, so we'll just brace you up. You should be fine. So that's one sensor locker down, so we'll see what he sensor locks here. And then we can maybe fire on something, and we're going to play this game again. Down we go, sir. Down we go. Maybe we can get... let's see, this is... Alright, he's just going to pull back. Okay. It's the Dance of Death. The Dance of Death. That was a walk. He's probably saving heat here. It's probably a brace as well. Paradise, buddy. Just want to move backwards, I guess. What's giving vision? You are partially, but we should have plenty of vision back here. We'll jump you this way. Get out of all this range of these things.
Here we go.
And then we'll move sideways. We'll fire some LRM-10s. There's absolutely no brawl here. I mean, I could brawl to a degree, but not well. Not well at all. I mean, we could go in with this. It would take so many shots. It would be crazy times. Indeed. I suspect we're going to go for 3 hours here. This is going to be a massive match while we try and position and save ourselves. Alright, so he just wants to do his Panther last.
Waiting for orders.
Which is fine. We'll probably lock this guy, drop some missiles on him, and be done. Can you jump and just generate some evasion here? Can we jump and get vision? Nope, not gonna happen. You can take this mineral field here. I'm pretty happy to just take the mineral field that gets us slightly there, but not fully there. So this should be fine. We'll sense lock this guy. We'll drop some rockets on him. He's probably braced though. which is fine. Oh, he didn't brace it. Alright. Guess we get to drop some LRM-10s on that then. He must be absolutely desperate to fire his PPC, but it's not going to be easy. I'm not gonna run into something that'll be easy here. There is no point in giving him the bonus of firing well. I might push you behind this hill, just so that there's no crazy PPCs coming from over here. He's probably going back up his hill, I would say.
I'll make them.
There's a lot of armor on these things. We'll probably only do, what did we do in there? We did about 16 damage. Whew. Excellent. We are we are melting him slowly but surely, right? Slowly but surely. Alright, who's up first?
Standing by.
You, sir, are. So we'll probably just move you a little. Brace up.
On it.
He's probably going to shift this way, or he's going back up that hill. Either way, we are not going to push. We are just going to refocus ourselves. We're going to play this game. Alright, he's probably going to reserve. I'm going to grab a coffee.
Yeah, sounds good. Good idea.
And I'm nearly out of coffee. Unfortunate. Alright, he probably wants to move this last. So I think we just jump you. He probably wants us to sense lock this so that we are a little exposed here. So I think we just jump you towards the back. And we kind of just want to go with this sumo first. We do have focus now, which means he's going to have focus. So we're going to have to be careful that we don't get focus PPC'd here. I don't particularly like the fact that I can't see. Alright, we're going to go back into movement phase. Alright. Actually, no, we're not. I don't know what is going on lately. Somebody said that sensor locking range, sensor blips should be the same. But a lot of times I'm getting this weird sort of thing where there's nothing here. And I don't know what's quite holding me, whether it's got to be higher ground or not. So I have a feeling it's high ground here that gives a bit of an advantage to range on sensor locking. Sumo is going to do the absolute correct thing here and hide behind a tree. He's like, I'm a mech warrior. I'm a mech warrior. Don't worry about me, buddy. I'm a mech warrior. Yes, you are. All sorts of mech warrior, eh? All sorts of mech warrior. We'll probably jump out if he sensor locks this. I don't particularly want it getting locked. If I had 2 sensor lockers, maybe I could have made a better time of this. But with the one that I have, it's a little rough. Indeed. Alright. Okay, so if for some reason it dropped on his turn, I think that's unfair. How come he gets to have a movement phase in his turn, but he was the one who jumped out? Excuse me, game. Don't be giving me shenanigans now. Don't be giving me shenanigans now. So, we reflanking? We are reflanking. Okay, well, we've kind of got a hill over here that we can deal with. So, I think we take the risk here. He could focus and fire into this. He's not. Alright, that's cool. I guess we just reorder ourselves a little here. We sprint this way. Just make sure there's nothing coming around here. I would love to hit this with an AC. I think we could maybe PPC this for max damage. So if we could sensor lock it, we could fire in the Vindy. I don't know, buddy. Have you not seen me Have you not seen me reserve down?
Holding for an advantage.
Have you not seen me reserve down? So we're going to be careful that he doesn't sense lock this and fire from out of here somewhere with a focused PPC himself. And we can only see the one, so we got to be pretty careful here. Did he just jump out of range? Alright, he did. So it looks like he's shifting sideways.
Nothing I can do.
We will shift some of our mechs around that way as best we can. We got to be careful with Sumo. Sumo, sir, why do you have to be so slow?
I hear ya.
Showboat? Can I jump you? No, alright. Actually, we'll jump you because I want you to face the correct direction here. It's a little sketchy. We'll keep this hill, I think. We'll get you Paradise to move towards this side as well. I don't like putting the mediums out in the middle of nowhere, but I guess we'll have to do with that. So we've got you. I gotta be careful because a focus will just destroy Parole Blockade as well. So we'll keep you there. And then Sumo somehow... Oh, I nearly clicked the focus button there. That would have been real awkward. Tactical use of focus, right? Tactical use of focus. We need to keep you towards the back. Can you sprint and refocus? Here we go. So we'll push him this way. The lights, I suppose they're kind of exposed, but we have to take what we've got here. At least we know he's going this way now, so we can kind of deal with that. If I had one more sensor locker, could I have done better? I mean, you could sense lock, he could jump, you could sense lock them, he could fire, but then we'd be taking fire on these guys, right? A lot of fire. We're on fire, sir! Fire the lasers! Fire the lasers! Maybe if I brought a bit more of a brawly fit, I'd be happier just bum rushing towards them. This is my only anchor. Everybody else is... I suppose you're made of okay stuff. Everyone else is made of paper, right? Everybody else is made of paper. We'll get you up on this hill. I think he might be coming this way. So we'll get blockade around here just to keep our flank together. Because we don't particularly want to get smushed in the side here. I have no idea where he's gone though. I suspect he's there, but I just don't know. And now with focus, we have to be super aware. How much damage have you taken? You've taken 2, 4, 6. Alright, so you're kind of okay. PPC will soon sort that out for you though, won't it? Paradise. Let's get you around the back. Sumo. Possibly the same for you. And we might leave Showboat here for a sec. Just to see what's going on.
Sounds smart. Cooling.
Just to see what's going on. Well, today we are seeing a lot of the map. We have so far travelled from our end to his end. And we've seen the hill. You know, a bit of a sightseeing tour of Death Valley. I mean, it's a lovely place to be, right? I mean, wouldn't you like to go to a place called Death Valley? Where, you know... structures get stood on. I'm fairly sure we squished a bunch of people back here. I mean, it is called Death Valley. You got to expect to be stood on, right? I mean, this place is burnt down to rubble. And, yeah, things are not looking great. Not looking hot at all. So, over this side, things get a little bit more sticky for us. We don't have the greatest of hill. We've got maybe this hill. Where's the contact? In the mid? Alright. Vindicator. Alright. We're a little out of position here. Hopefully he didn't push far enough forward to see this. Because that will not be a happy time for you. He's going to reserve. Let's have a look with Showboat, actually. Showboat, what do you got? So, back here, he probably can't see Sumo, which is fine. Let's go with Blockade here. Probably just move you around this hill just a mite. And gear up to make sure that there's no Panthers back here. We'll move you and brace you. So, no Panthers coming through here. I know he jumped over here somewhere. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. Not quite sure what is going on. If you just ran at this, he could keep jumping back, firing PPCs, probably for quite a while. Would I win that game? I don't know. Don't know if I would win that game. Alright, let's jump in that, and that's probably braced. We'll reserve up here though. Just to make sure we do some stuff in here. I should have probably reserved, because now all he has to do is reserve and it's my turn. Just wanted to make sure there was nothing going on here though. Alright, he's jumping that forward. That's probably a brace. Cold embrace, sir. Cold embrace. He's getting really close though. I would like this hill right here. He could. Thing is, you could actually jump up here and fire down a lot of stuff. Can we have... Jump, sir, jump! This is interesting, right? These are probably braced. I could jump here and fire on it. Generate a bit of heat. With a focus. Let's do that. I think that's how we will go. So... You can sit tight. I think you're fine there. I think you won't get shot in the head, which is a possibility, but we'll pray that you don't. We will lock up this guy, and I think we'll fire into him with our focus on the Panther, or... we're going to run out of time here. Man, I had 2 minutes, and... Pretty sure Sumo cannot quite make this. Yeah, so he cannot. Alright, let's do it. So you first. Get locked. I'm down for that. He's hoping that all of this evasion and all this shenanigans will save him, but I think we can jump to here and fire. We will expose ourselves. No thanks. We will make him have his turn though. He's going to reserve again, so we'll just get ready to reserve. Oh, we're having a turn. Alright, he's going all in on this. I could have maybe saved to fire on this, but I think we jump now. Please tell me you get direct fire. Oh, you don't? Alright, I think we just fire rockets then. We're not gonna waste our time with that at all. There's no point in focusing if we can't get some decent weapons in there. We'll just hug these hills like they are our mothers. PPC down the road. I think this should be okay. That's an awkward hit right there, but you know what? We got 21 turns of firing this thing. Might as well get some use out of it. I should have fired with Paradise first, but oh well. I guess Paradise gets to do a bit of work here. Next turn. What did we do? Couple of damage, 6 damage. It's an undamaged one though. Sprint forward with this, and then it gets all on in that road. All on. All on, sir.
How might I help?
I'm pretty sure where you are standing is the best spot for you. We might rotate you. Please, oh, thank you. I thought for a second I'd screwed up my move here. We might rotate you a bit. Get ready to move up on the shenanigans that are coming down this road. 30%. LRM5 will do what we can. Come on, baby. Yeah, there we go. I miss. I miss. It wouldn't even matter. It would have been like 2 damage, right? But that's fine. Might as well fire it if you've got it. Might as well fire it if you've got it. Alright, let's reserve here. He might do some sense locking here, and then he could death him above with one of these. It will be my start though. Unless he sense locks with 1 and then reserves in and then sees what I do. Yeah, he's pushing hard here, actually. Sensor lock? Choices, right? I'll probably brace here. Alright, he's coming down the road. He is absolutely coming into us now. So you, buddy, need to sprint in. For sure. Because it will be a sad day. I think there's no direct fire from there. I think we need to just get as close as we can. Focus could ruin your day, Blockade. Actually, I think we come in from this side, because I suspect he's going to go on our Panther here. So we get you in. And then we'll see what he wants to do. He's probably going to reserve us. But we will reserve that down as well. Because I don't really want to have... He could jump here and fire maybe, at which point we jump out and lock. Yep, here comes the reserves. It's always his turn though, so we're good for that.
Let's see if I can make something happen.
He could jump to probably here and have vision. I definitely will move Showboat out. Showboat's a little exposed. Might see if we can jump to about here and sensor lock. This hill might be enough. Ooh, it doesn't look big. Does not look big. I love how Sumo's like, yo, Vindy, Paradise, how you doing? I'm just right behind you. We're just queuing up behind this hill. Right, I did not think he would come down this way, so we might be a little trouble here. Might be a little bit of trouble. He's probably deciding whether he wants to jump here or what. He's taking there. Okay. He's still got no vision on Showboat. I think this is where we jump you out, buddy. He gets vision there. I get vision here. Could fire here. What do we do? Could go here. We got to be careful though, because we are giving him a lot of vision. That road is, man, whatever is back there is giving some serious vision here. So we could jump here and maybe fire. And then we could maybe focus in with the Centurion. And then fire the Vindy. We will get the Panther's turn before he does, I guess. Unless he jumps this far forward. This is fairly ugly. We'll probably not fire we can fire the PP. No, let's fire just the SRMs, just in case we need to get out of here. He's still got to focus. Hopefully he can't quite get vision. It won't matter. He's got to focus, so it wouldn't matter here. We'll fire in a solid round of firing there.
Get you next time.
Get you next time. No, Showboat. You seem pretty out of it, buddy. So you could probably jump this forward, fire. These hills are not doing us a lot of work. Alright, he's going to jump forward, probably fire from here, I'd say. No? Alright.
What's the plan?
So you can go sideways here, buddy. Do I want to just brawl this now?
Yeah. What can I
Do
do?
I want to just brawl this? Sumo, what have you got? You don't have enough vision, do you? I would like to fire in everything if I could. I think we have to keep moving everybody around here. It's a lot of PPC fire. Do we remain in the trees and do what we can from here? Try and get Showboat's ass out of there. Fire in 30 on you, 40 on you. I think maybe we try and save ourselves here. Alright, let's do it. At least we've got the trees, right? We probably want to fight around some trees here. And his mechs are just glowing, right? They're not even touched. Not even touched. He does have the mobility. Once again, I should have fired Paradise first. My bad.
How might I help?
My bad indeed. So Paradise, you can probably sit where you are and fire in. We'll just get you in the trees though. 50, alright. Apparently 50 is getting a little bit better. LRM 5 though, so it's not gonna be a monster truck of damage. So next up, he can probably fire one of these into here. He'll have to make the decision of whether he wants to or not focus.
I hear ya.
So I can get you to back here somewhere. I could probably tank a little bit with the evasion, a focus, and the armor. I think we're just going to have to reserve down. Eat a shot from these two. He could fire onto this. Fire onto it. Alright, he's not going to do that. Ooh. This is even worse, actually. He could fire with one of these. Or he could death from above us. I think I've got to get out of here now.
What can I do for ya?
Because I don't particularly want to take a death from above. At all. I think you have to jump and brace. He maybe pulls around on the side. It's a shame you can't quite get a little bit further, buddy. You could sprint, I guess. Back armor, though. I'd probably rather the jump and brace. At least that'll eat up some other stuff. And then everybody pushes forward. I think that's gonna how we're gonna have to do this. She's gonna get hit by probably a fair bit of stuff here though. Which is gonna be fairly nasty. So now if he comes forward, we can then push these two forward. The commando is a little out of it. Alright, we're gonna reserve down.
A delay sounds wise.
We're probably gonna reserve down to phase 1. Here we go. Right down to phase 1.
Confirmed.
It's all a little tricky. He has the maneuverability to just fight me and then run. Whereas with Sumo, I don't quite have the maneuverability that I need here. So he's keeping his Vindy
Standing by.
safe. We could... that rock face is garbage for us. Is there anywhere I can sort of get vision but not give myself away here? Get vision on this panther. Full sprint. I gotta be careful of death from aboves though. You are really exposed there, my friend. We could come in from this side. We're not on anything too bad. It doesn't look like he's got vision on us from there, but he's still got his Vindies to go. I think we move Paradise
You have orders?
around and we just brace and we see what happens.
As you wish.
I think we just see what happens. He might jump this way and then we might be able to get the rest down. Maybe it's a shame I didn't get to use my focus that last turn, because then I could be building Fury again. See, he doesn't want to push too far forward because he knows I got a Centurion here, right? But I don't want to push too far forward because I don't want to get death from above and knocked around. And so what do you lock? Do you lock the Panther? You probably try for the Panther, I guess. 2 PPCs. No locking. He's got a lot of vision on this side though. I can't quite vision him here. Damn. Now he's blocked off that as well.
Yes.
could eat some rounds on this. I guess we just brace you over on this side. Or this side. I don't know which side he's going to shift towards. Can we get rid of that noise? I could just do the middle, or I could stay where I am. Let's brace up here, I guess.
I'll just stay put and keep things cool.
Just want to see how far I can get this forward and maybe not get shot at. It is all tricky. All tricky indeed. I could maybe have pushed forward and fired and try to go as hard as I can next turn. I just want him to overextend a little here. Alright, he's taking the hill. Hopefully he doesn't have vision on this. Oh, he does. Alright. Ooh, to the head. Well, I guess that's not too bad. Head hits are not all that bad. But we know we have now a good move on this probably. So let's go sideways here. Are you in SRM range? Sir, what are you in here? This is pretty awful, isn't it? Can move down here and eat some rounds from the Vindy. Maybe we go in this turn, I think. Let's do it. Let's go. Blockade, in you go. He's running a little hot. Blockade, you're going to fire in for me. And hopefully absorb some fire. You're going to just run distraction as best you can. Alright, couple of hits on the side. Not too bad. I love those SRMs. They do a fair chunk of damage. He might sense lock this and try and blast it. Or he could focus it, I guess. And then we try and hit this with everything we've got. Man, we need to... Unfortunately, that's not the PPC arm either. He could focus fire this and kill it. We'll see. This might be a focus right here. At least we've got vision on all this, so we can stop using Showboat here. Alright, he's going in on the Vindy. Is he multi-shotting here? Might be multi-shot, right? Nope. Okay. He's going to reserve in. Blockade needs to be really careful here. He might sense lock this and then fire, or death them above us, which would be pretty annoying. Death them above. Alright. It will be our turn though, so we can probably... How much armor does one of these things have on the back? Can't quite tell. Let's be really careful here. 25, 55. Alright. How far can you move here, buddy? Get to about here. He has no evasion on this thing. Well, he does have some, but it'll lose evasion as soon as we shoot it. Alright, let's move here. Like this. Focus him. And then hopefully everybody else can finish him off. Let's go.
Position confirmed.
Alright, focus.
Let's hit him hard.
Knock this guy.
Copy that.
The leg's not quite what I wanted to hit, but he should have no evasion now. He'll probably try and finish this in a turn. I guess at least that's not our sensor locking mech. We will try and finish this in a turn, I guess. We can knock it. Alright, it's double death thrown aboving, really? That's crazy, sir. Crazy stuff. I don't know if death from above is the greatest of moves there. But so be it. You've knocked me. Sir, you haven't knocked me. So we can move to about here and hit you with what? An 80% PPC? I probably rather just get as close as I can. 45, 70. Can we get somewhere better than that? I gotta do this while I have vision, I think. Because I think I'm about to lose vision. Or do we reserve? We probably reserve and then use our vision to kill this. I don't know what kind of vision we have. Let's reserve here. He'll probably go all in on the commando. And we'll see how we can go here. It's going to be a little sketchy this turn. So we need to probably do as much damage as we can to that commando while he death them aboves everything in. He's going to fire with this. He sure will. We can probably say goodbye to our commando now. Oof. Well, blockade, I did tell you you were going to be just a firing line of things, buddy. Did tell you that. Alright, we can fire pretty well from over here. So I'll take that. Oh, not with you, sir. Sumo. Is what I want. 80, 75. Should knock him. And then we can fire him with the Paradise. Let's go.
On the move.
Let's go. Let us go. 55 Fury. Okay. It's not too bad. We need to pretty much just destroy this guy. I don't think it's going to happen though. Because we need a lot of damage on that chest. Hopefully we should knock him down though, and then we can PPC in. We're going to lose vision here in a sec, so Showboat's going to have to jump, I think, and fire. Unfortunately for her. And then what are we up against? We're up against two Vindies, which have... What kind of armor do you guys have? I wish you could tell how much stuff things had here. It's probably running pretty hot on this at least. We might be losing our commando before he loses a Panther. Get them above, it's a thing. This is Arclight. So who's this? Showboat maybe? It's definitely not Paradise. So Paradise is probably on one of these two. Yeah, he'll probably try and finish this off. I'd say. You could probably walk here and fire. He's going to jump and fire. Ouch. It's going to cost him some heat. PPC in. I think he's hoping that if he kills this, I lose vision. We should be able to get vision with Showboat though. He's not actually firing that many weapons on these things. So Showboat, you're going to need to get in, my friend.
Commander?
As far as you can. I can put you here and you can direct fire. So that might be the option.
Engaging jump jet.
It's not quite as far forward as I would have liked, but it'll have to do. Now, do I rip a leg or do I go for the torso? I think I just keep going on the torso here. We'll definitely fire that PPC in. And we will go for all we are worth.
All weapons are
It's not going to be enough though. There's going to be a fair bit of this mech left, unfortunately. I don't think Paradise is going to have the damage to kill that.
critical hit.
So all he has to do is jump this thing out.
Yes, Commander.
And he is good to go, right? So you can move here and fire. Let's take that. Sadly, you got hit in the head. So you're having a little bit of a hard time with this.
Moving out.
A little bit of a hard time. Hopefully the evasion does enough work here. What do we need? We need a hit and a missile. So we need the PPC to hit and we need the missiles to hit. I don't think we've got this, sadly. I'd love it if the... Oh, come on. Oh, lucky. That was some fairly good RNG for us. So he's lost 2.6. He's lost 3.1, I think. And a sensor locker. Damage wise, I suppose things are still fairly okay for him. He's going to reserve in. Luckily, it's always going to be his turn now. And we've got to focus. Excellent. So This is a little dangerous for these guys out here, but they'll have to do their work. Probably going to be some more death from aboves from these two. Do a bit of damage to these two, I guess. You might be able to share off some bits off the Panther. Sumo, you're going to need to kind of cover these two as best you can. How are we running on heat? He's kind of mildly hot, not hot. If you see if he reserves, we might be able to shoot this thing out of evasion. He's going to run onto the rubble. Interesting. Ooh. Alright, we're going to tank up a shot here. Paradise.
There's a hole in my armor. Right here.
Sumo could walk forward. Oh, that damn crystal. Actually, on the crystal field, it's not too bad. We're not going to knock it, though. So it isn't an effective use of focus. Maybe it is. This is probably going to be the most evasive mech. Plus, we might get the PPC here if we're lucky. Plus, we're on the crystal field. Is she not Paradise?
Awaiting
You have
order.
back shots? You do. Interesting. Could shoot it in the back, right? You could get full evasion as well, I guess. Oof. Those chances to hit. What would we do? 50 damage? 50 damage is not enough to kill him, but we might wreck something a bit, I guess. Alright, let's go. 3 bits of evasion, buddy. It's not the greatest, but it'll have to do. Hopefully you don't take any more hits to the head. And then we'll focus again. We'll shoot this guy in the back. Is it worth it with this guy, or is it worth more with Centurion? Centurion does what? He does 60, 110, plus some more. Might be worth more with this, actually. And we can maybe rip the side off him. Let's go with you, I think. Move into this crystal field.
You got it.
We'll focus up. We'll shoot this guy on the side. Might as well use this focus now.
Now it's showtime.
Hopefully... Oof, we're not even close to ripping an arm, though. I would love to get rid of that PPC. Oh, yes, the PPC's gone. Excellent. Alright, so he's having a hard time with this. No evasion. He can't sprint it. He'll probably just jump it, though. So we're kind of lucky there. That's got no more PPC. It's only got SRMs. He'll probably jump that one out, I would say. And then we go full tilt on this Vindy. So he can't use this at range. He has to use the SRM. So he has to be in at least decent range for us. I'd say he's going to go full tilt on our Vindy, though. You're coming in. Alright, get a bit more evasion. That's alright. I think we could probably death them above this guy. What have we got? How many mechs have we got?
Good to go.
I don't want to death them above, actually. Not with you. I'll probably fire into the Vindy here if I can. Keep you towards the back. Fire into the Vindy. Save a bit of heat, I guess. And then we'll death them above this. Probably knock it. And then we can probably finish it, I'd say. Can you ease up with that? Just fire your PPC into the Vindy. 50-50. But doom. Alright, nice. You hit it. Alright, so he's going to have a harder time shooting us with the Vindy. Death them above here onto this. And then we will, I guess, find out where Paradise is. Alright, he's going to walk this one down. Half heat. Actually, that's hot. He can't fire that. He's going to brace that then. Oh, he's going to fire it? Wow. I guess you're hoping for a hit? Okay, so he can fire the PPC.
Reporting.
So we jump onto you. Let's just zoom in to make sure that I don't screw this up. I would love to take not the rocks. And also come down on this side. 55, 50%. Man, we're going to have to be really lucky here. Let's go, though. Let's go. Come on. Roll me something that squishes him onto the ground. Ooh, he's only unsteady, damn. Alright, we're a little stuffed here then. I was hoping to get this guy on the floor, but it doesn't look like that was going to happen. So now he can get this mech out of here. We're going to have to go hard with Sumo, I guess. Really?
Waiting for orders.
You've got no evasion though. Alright. I'll move to these trees. And I'll fire on this again then, if you want to give me that. Might even knock it. We'll probably overheat for this. If I can knock him down, I'll be super happy here. Alright, get knocked down. So now he's got to get this up and do something with it. So that's at least the forced turn there on fairly much this thing. Plus it's pushed back there. We might kill this thing before it gets up. He's probably going to death them above us with something. At which point we probably jump Paradise out. Yeah, here we go. Death them above on the back. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Alright, that should be all of our evasion gone. He will zap us. Really, was that not to the back? How did we miss with most of that?
Barely hit me.
Alright.
Awaiting orders.
Paradise, buddy. Where does he have no vision from? Still got vision there. He's probably going to death him above you, though. We could probably outrange him. That was Paradise right there. God, we got stability issues here. Let's get you out of here before he does any more shenanigans to you. Fire into this, I guess. Move you up there. Kill this. Alright. So go for the chest. Might as well fire in everything. Try and clear this thing now.
Firing.
We will get knocked though, so that's a slight issue. Ooh. He'll probably fire into this, knock us, because we've got no stability left here. Then we just have to fight with Sumo onto this. So we need to kill this. Another death. Oh, he's death them aboving over here. Wow, he really likes his death them above. He really likes it. I guess that's a move. Everybody's close to getting knocked. But you will have no legs at that rate. You will be legless, my friend. Legless. We'll move here. No evasion, but so be it. I just want to plow this thing. Turn off our LRMs because they're going to be no effect here. And come on, buddy, you need to hit this with 2 weapons here. Maybe, you know what? LRMs it will be because we need to just kill this thing. I don't want it getting off the ground. Do not want it getting off the ground at all.
Got him.
Alright, so now it's going to be our start, I guess. So, Showboat. You just want to go for a full move and shoot this guy in the back. Or, no, you can't even do that. Alright, we could move back and shoot, I guess. Stop these things from just ripping on us. You do need heat back anyway, so maybe we'll move back and brace in the trees.
On my way.
He'll probably death them above us anyway, but we'll try our best here. Try our best to keep you alive. He'll probably death them above here. Maybe I should have gone for a sprint to stop from this death them above happening. Ah, he's going to death them above this one. Alright, we're going to get knocked here. Ay, ay, ay. Hopefully he's losing legs here though. Ooh, we're losing legs. It's not the greatest. Hopefully he's losing legs for this though. So you're up next, Sumo. Probably just plow this guy in the back, which is okay. Hopefully we're not on rubble here. I think we might be. Please tell me you're up on top of this cliff. Excellent work, my friend. Excellent work. You are the pro driver here. Alright, we might do a fair chunk of damage here, which will be great. Alright, take it all to the back, buddy. And you get knocked down. Excellent. So now we can get up and shoot this guy. Because I don't want to get shot while I'm on the ground. We are getting a little hot on this guy, though. So Paradise. Ooh. Oh, he's getting his turn first, of course. Silly me. Silly me indeed. So you can get up, shoot this guy, I guess. Or you can death him above again. Or you could just punch. Please tell me you're going to punch. No death him above. You're insane if you death him above again. Although there's not much left on this guy, I guess. If you death him above, you can probably get to about here. I suspect I can maybe shoot him in the back again. Ah, he's death him aboving. No? Okay, he's moving. Alright. Not bad. He's going to shoot at this then. I wonder how well my Panther's doing here. My Panther's doing okay. We could probably... Oh, you missed. Oh, you got diced, my friend. You got diced by the dice gods.
Yes, Commander.
Stand up. Full jump with that. You're running really hot. Okay. I think what we do is we just jump you out over here somewhere and just brace up.
Going skyward.
Unfortunately, this thing can still see us, but we will brace up here. He's probably going to death them above with this again. We'll save our heat though. We'll reserve into him. We'll see what he wants to do. I could have maybe moved. What arm is this? That's the PPC arm too, isn't it? Ooh, you might lose that. Maybe I should move you actually. See if he wants to death them above again. Here we go. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'd like to see how much leg that thing's got left. I'd say it's not much. That stability is really annoying though. Really annoying on Paradise.
Reporting.
So we will jump you. Where is no vision? Here? Alright, we'll jump there then. And we will probably just focus. Yeah, I think we'll jump here. We'll focus on this guy. So at least he can't death them above us. Maybe I should just fire the normal rounds, but we'll see how we go here. See this leg. This is crazy, right? That the Vindicator has still got most of that leg left. Can we... Ooh. Oh no, this is a silly move. Damn it, I didn't see this. I'm a retard. Absolute retard. I can't overheat here. I need as much internal structure as I've got. Damn. That was silly. Alright, well that was a waste. He's probably going to death them above this, or maybe run around the back of it, I'd say. Maybe I should have moved Showboat, but I didn't want him shooting at Paradise here. Oh, come on. Okay, cool. He's only shooting... Oh, no, he is death them above us in the back. That's crazy that these guys are death from above so much. Alright, he's lost evasion on that one. We'll probably hoe this one up then. That's fine.
I'm gonna need a medic.
You're gonna need a medic? You're fine, Showboat. You're fine.
Right here.
Absolutely fine, buddy. Move in, fire. We're getting really hot here. But so is he, I guess. We'll knock this one. And then we should be okay. Damn, I wish I'd saved, my thingamajig for this. My focus, but oh well. Should knock this guy. If we knock him, we can shoot this leg. There's 7 left on the leg, so we'll blow that up. And we'll back out of vision here so that he can stop death from aboving us. Because that is particularly annoying. What we'll do is we'll probably jump. So you can stand up, and we can shoot this guy, and then we can jump out of here, actually. Which is probably the best option. Damn, these moves. We could actually punch this guy. I guess that's probably the option. We are done, though.
Right, Commander.
We are done. And then next turn, we will probably just jump out. Although I could have jumped now, and then had my way with this mech. I could have jumped, braced, and then fired. Would have probably been the better option. That's alright. I mean, it's all about just trying to drive your opponent into doing what you want, right? Like, I really didn't want to fight up that hill. There's no way I wanted to fight up that hill. You can see that he probably was fairly frustrated towards the end, and that's why he just started death from aboveing all over things. Death from above, though, what an ability. I mean, how many times he just kept on death from aboveing with those Vindies, and they still had, pretty sure they still had leg armor. It's a shame we can't quite look. Can we?
Waiting for orders.
We can. Here we go. So he's still got plenty. I mean, this one's already death from above, what, twice? And he's still got armor on a leg and internals on another, which we've probably hit. And he's still got... This one's death from above twice or 3 times? Has it been 3 times? And he's still got a leg? I don't know about that. I think that leg should be gone, right? He should be a split pile of garbage on the ground. Split pile of garbage on the ground after 3 goes without Angel of Death. I wonder if we could fire. That would be hilarious. Can we fire? Shobo? Is that like a... Is that a possibility? I reckon we can't. Let's see. Nope, we cannot. Alright, but it was a good game. I'm pretty glad that it came together for us. Sumo would have just destroyed them in the end without some lucky shots, unless he got some weird headshots, which is a possibility. But luckily, we came through and we just drove him into coming to us. We had to use a lot of that cover. I don't think I could have fought this guy without cover. It would have just been PPC shots forever and ever and ever. Without us being able to get away from it. Luckily, he just had to go all in, right, and just death them above us. With that, good game. And we'll take a break. Tune in next time for more adventures of BattleTech. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button, or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.